Okay, this is a test. Quick test just to make sure everything's running okay. I'm going to continue as if it is and do some checking here in a few minutes. Right now, I'm going to run the Hashi date. The reason I'm running these all in co op is I'm trying to grind the two daily missions to get my two completions today to see if I can get up to 40, and I'll show you here just a second. Again, this is a new thing for me, so I hope you bear with me on any mistakes or miscues or whatever the case may be. And as I work through this whole concept, but what I'm trying to do here is it looks like I'm in trouble because I've got a daily mission, day 31, chain 1, that I can do today, day 31, chain 2, that I can do today. That gives me 2. And if I look at the daily mission for the Dreadnought, I'm supposed to complete 40, and I've got 37 done. If I do 2 today, that gives me 39. And as you can see, it expires tomorrow, so I don't know if it's going to come up with the daily missions for tomorrow and let me get one more or not. My best guess at this point is no, and I'm going to be one daily mission short to get the Dreadnought and the 3-point ship commander. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just something I would have liked to have done and got completed. My problem is, to be honest, I should have looked at that earlier, that expiration date. Hopefully, it'll get continued over, but I have a feeling no is the answer to that. So, right now, when I go into these low tiers doing co-op, I don't really use a lot of modules. About the only thing I do is put the camo on just to make sure I'm on an even footing with everybody else, with especially with the dispersion of shells. And I think I'll use just dispersion of shells on this one. On some of them, occasionally, if I've got some economic flags to help out in the credit or HP gathering situation, I'll use those. But as you can see, a lot of my flags are pretty low stock, and need to get some work done on those to get them up where they really should be. But without further ado, let's go into battle here and see what we can do with this tier 1 cruiser. Although I will say on these lower tiers I could easily go into random rather than co-op and probably not have any difficulty at all. And if you read my little about me on my page, you'll see that I'm not very good at these games. I'm an old fart. I'm trying to keep my mind active and do some things that I like. And this whole streaming thing has caught my attention and intrigued me. So I'm trying to get that going at the same time as playing some new games. And of course, as so common with tier 1s, everybody's in a tier 1. And this should be pretty straightforward. And and I need to check my audio. There we go. Audio's good. And okay, overall assessment, straight guns 8.3, click range And this is pretty basic stuff at tier 1. And we'll just steam on in and see what we can kill and rack up some points and move on to the next one. We'll do these as quick as possible. And again, I'm just trying to grind them up. There's probably faster ways I could go up into the mid to higher tiers, but right now all of these should be played from time to time. They have the 200% bonus on them, so I'm going to try and do that as well. The mini map I'm using in the right hand corner is expanded. I usually run first before any contact with an expanded mini menu so that I can clearly see where the islands are. And as soon as an enemy force shows up, like it has, I usually reduce the mini map to a smaller size so it doesn't distract me at all in that aspect. Alright, got a couple out here. Of course, we're shooting straight HE.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
And of course, these bots are pretty straightforward. They're not really... Of course, I'm getting myself into a little bit of a problem here because there's 5 of them. And not many of us over here. So I think I'm gonna give myself a little turn, see if I can get some breathing room as some help comes in from the south. The guy up to the north, our friendly, he's in trouble. He's got 3 focusing on him. And I think I may just go see what I can do over here to help him out. Looks like he's got 2 on him now, but he is getting down low health. No, didn't get to him fast enough. So that leaves these 2 guys up to me, I guess. Oh, wow, clear miss. Fortunately, the other guy is totally ignoring me at this point. I'm gonna set myself up so when this Erie's gone, I'm gonna be able to swing around and focus on the other one as well. And he's out of sight at this point. And it looks like we got some pink stuff going on over there. New players, that kind of thing. Alright, I'm wondering if I should go. I think I'm going to go this way. It looks like he was going around that island. May get some shots in over at this Hashide. Nah, he's not coming out. Oh, maybe. Like to rack up a little bit more damage. one of the downsides of these low tier games playing in co-op. You don't get a lot of damage racked up on them. It's pretty much of a one-sided fight.
We sank an
All right,
enemy cruiser.
couple kills. See how that all worked out. 10,000 damage. I did get a citadel. That's awesome. See where it came up on the team score. Well, number 3. Would have preferred to have been at the top, but again, a lot of that in the tier 1 low tier battles playing co-op. It's just a matter of who gets the enemy ships first to kill them. And let's see what kind of impact that had on my daily grind. And we're going to go to the combat missions. And on the daily grind. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to be in a tier 5 ship. Stupid. Alright. Yeah. Let's change this up here. What I gotta do is not the low tier. I gotta do. Get rid of these low tiers. Go 5, 6, 7, and 8 for now. And start on 5. And let's try this again with the proper tier ships. And consumables, we're just gonna go bare bones. Camouflage. Camouflage, we should be all set. Let's see. Yeah, I'm using the bare bones. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shift over to just the dispersion. Don't use those much in random battles, so good place to use them here is in the co-op. And we'll get some economic signals in place just to give us a little boost. And I've got a tier 9. I've been grinding on this one. I've actually got 2 tier 19 commanders up on my tier 10 ships, and I'm getting close to another 3rd tier 19 on a UK ship. I think he might be 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there. I'll check it out a little bit later. All right, let's go. Hopefully the stream's running good. I've been plagued with drop frame issues from time to time. I don't see any drop frame issues this morning. I pretty much got everything shut down except for the game itself. I do have Discord up and running, and I'm using Streamlabs OBS is up and running, and I've got Voice Meter Banana up and running. One of the things I didn't put up and running, which I need to start right now before this game starts, is the Streamlabs chat box. Forgot to start it. Well, hopefully I didn't click on it twice. Well, I need to get into this game, and I'll focus on that chat box here. And that should be up and running right now, the chat box. So everyone on my live stream. Should be earning some wing nuts right now. Wing nuts are my version of points. And at some time in the future, I'll explain to you why I call them wing nuts. It's still in the morning, so I'm having my first cup of coffee. It looks like Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays may be the best time for me to do my streams. The wife works a part-time job. I'm retired. The wife works a part-time job, and she's out of the house, and things are quiet around here, and I don't have to worry about disturbing anybody with my yik yak back and forth. Well, I got a couple coming in towards me. I got some 5.5 click torpedoes. Oh, looks like the Mayhan's coming over to help me out. Unfortunately, I just assumed they didn't, but we'll let it go as is. Woo, didn't lead him quite enough on that one.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Oh, wow, 4 guys coming in here, and at least a couple of them are picking on me. Yeah, might be time for some torpedoes. Let's see. Well, that was certainly a mistake. Man, I hate to be the first killed, but as I'm grinding, I don't really care too much about the actual outcome of the battle. Got the sound up quite loud.
Our team has taken the lead.
I don't care about the outcome of the battle, so I escape to port and grab the next ship and move on. And not sure if anybody's actually watching, but a good friend of mine told me it doesn't matter. Always act as if you got the world watching. And okay, now let's go in here and see. Oh, we can't. Battle's not done yet. All right. So what I'm going to do is grab the next ship in the line, which will be the New York. Look at its modules. And I'm not going to upgrade any of that. I'm not going to waste the effort. I can burn a couple of these economic signals just to help out with the cost. When you look at my stats, I've got nearly 14,000 doubloons. A lot of that came from crates. Some of it I purchased. I've been pretty judicious with my doubloons, trying to manage them properly so I don't have to spend a lot of cash on this game. My credits are quite low, and I burnt through a lot of credits getting my lines up so that I'd have at least one tier 10 ship to play in Clan Wars. I'm in the TSG 4 clan, Tactical Strike Group 4. And fortunately, I was able to get 2 ships for the start of the Clan War season up to tier 10. I got the Worcester at tier 10 with a 19-point commander, and I got a Des Moines up to tier 10 also with a 19-point commander. About a week ago, I got the Minotaur up to the tier 10 cruiser on the British line. Let's see what commander I got for that. Yeah, he's only at the excuse me. Excuse me. He's only at level 13, so I need to still do some grinding on him. Okay, back to the task at hand. We're at tier 5. I just wasted the Omaha. Streaming certainly at this point. I'm a beginner streamer, so at this point, streaming is a distraction for me. So I need to be able to get some more experience with the streaming, so it's not quite so much a distraction for me and between the streaming and the playing the game and whatnot. Just a little tidbit of information. I am retired Navy. I retired in 1993. Yes, that makes me an old fart. I retired out as a chief petty officer in the electronic warfare raid. I was what was called a Twidget, and worked on computers, electronics, worked up in the Combat Information Center, the hub of the ship, and my job was running the equipment that helped defend the ship by identifying contacts, either most often passively by their radar signatures, etc., etc. Sometime if anyone's interested, I'll be able to expand on that at some point as folks ask me questions. Now, I will be, as I'm grinding these things, I will be moving between destroyers, cruisers, and battleships. When I did this yesterday, last night, when I realized I was in trouble with one of the daily grind items, I did all the cruisers first, tier, I think I did tier 5 through 8, and then I worked on destroyers and then battleships. Cruisers has been my main focus with the game, and more specifically the U.S. cruisers and the both light and heavy, and the British cruisers as well. Looks like we got a little destroyer here that might be AFK. Oh, there he goes, smoke. So, and expand the map a little bit. We have some activity in B. Of course, I don't have any radar, which doesn't help anything. But there's the destroyer. And my goal here is not to avoid these bots. I want as many hit points and kills as I can possibly get.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy destroyer detected.
That was just right up a bad shot. I gotta work on that shot stuff.
Enemy battleship detected.
And of course, gotta watch out for torpedoes in this whole process. there's a few points. Focus our secondaries on that guy. And let's see if he's going to continue his turn. Oh, man, almost got him. Rock got in the way. Alright, we got a battleship, the Kong, and the cruiser up here.
Fire!
Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy cruiser sighted.
Yeah, that's a little heavy for me. 1, 2 cruisers, a destroyer, and a battleship. Oh, crossfire. We'll take one out of all those.
We're filling up fast.
I think I'll use my heal. And at this point, I need to look for some cover. That's just too many for me to handle by myself.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Good thing I turned. Got some torpedoes coming in. Looks like I may take one.
Engine damage.
That's gonna hurt. Might have used my heal prematurely. Definitely got an engine problem. This is not going to be pretty. Not unless I get some help. Well, that was fortunate.
Sunk.
I'm probably gonna burn out here. Yeah. Alright, got some points on that one. Did get a kill, lucky kill. On that one, in retrospect, I probably burned my repair and heal too quick, and I also was too eager to move into a bad situation. That's probably one of my main issues, is moving in too quick, thinking I'm invincible. Anyway, let's escape this and see where we're at here. The other battles should have been completed by now. Oh wow, this battle got completed. Wish I could have stayed alive for it. All right, so you can see there we've made some progress on the chain 1 of day 31. I usually check the team score real quick, higher than I particularly thought in that case. Did some damage to the Ashigara. The other two were really kind of insignificant. And back to port. We'll check the specifics. And we collected a container. I'm going to wait on those containers. Hopefully, I'll open them when I get all three. We'll look at the combat missions just to see how much progress we've actually made on the daily. Stage 1 is done. And looks like we're just beginning stage 2, so rewards for this daily aren't that good today, but it is what it is. And 200 coals, 200 coals. I'm really shooting for this one. Again, I know what's gonna happen. My intuition's telling me I'm gonna get the 2 for today, get up to 39, then tomorrow these missions aren't gonna be there. So proof will be in the pudding. See how we did on that Omaha fight. Yeah. Yuck. Okay. Let's... I think what I'll do is burn through the cruiser line right now. Up to tier 8. And we're going to leave that as is. Haven't played this ship a lot. I did get it in one of the Santa crates. I actually got 60 of the Santa crates, 20 of each size for my birthday on December 12th. And so I opened all those crates, got several ships. I think I got all 4 ships. My favorite from the batch was the Massachusetts B, and I'll be playing that later today. Again, let's burn a couple economic signals. Probably stop burning this Papa one for a little bit. And we should be ready to go. This particular cruiser of the Soviet line has torpedoes, which I'm not great at torpedoes, but I am getting better. And I enjoy using the torpedoes a lot. But again, I'm not good with it. And I guess the order of my proficiency on the different types of ships are cruisers appear to be number 1, and then battleships and destroyers last. I'm really not very good with destroyers at all. So, and if you stick with me viewing, you'll see what I mean when I start playing the destroyers. Alright, this particular ship has a lot of guns.
Let's get to it.
And it's got torpedoes. And they're just the 5-click torpedoes. And Happy New Year to everyone. Today is the last day of 2018. I just celebrated my 66th birthday this month. Don't feel 66, although some body parts are starting to complain. I have some hearing loss. I attribute that to my job in the Navy. I think I'll follow these guys over towards sea. You know, you spend as many years as I did on a ship at sea, and my job, you know, 12 hours a day at sea. I had pretty much had headphones on my head listening to radar signals, kind of like a sonar guy, only instead of with sound in the water, I was focused on uh, radar energy in the air emitted by ships, planes, and even missiles, guided missiles. It's part of our self defense. You know, the thing about the destroyers here with the bots, they don't maneuver as much as a real person might. So it's a little easier to put ordnance on them.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser detected.
As you can see, this guy's not evading at all, which takes some of the fun out of the game. Guy wasted some torpedoes on that guy. Alright, we got 2 cruisers and a battleship up here. Looks like we've got 3 of us gonna take them on, so let's see what we got. Right now, they're all behind islands. And let's see if we can do a coordinated attack on something here. Wouldn't mind getting a couple torpedoes off, but have to close the range a little bit. And with friendlies here, it's not conducive to. And I probably should try and do some AP on this broadside guy. Of course, now he's not quite broadside.
Our team has taken the lead.
Problem solved, sir.
Well, that takes care of him.
Victory is in sight.
Wouldn't mind getting some torpedoes off, but again, I think the friendlies are right away. Let me check real quick. Oh, wait, I'm gonna stay broadside. There we go, there's a kill. Oh, shit, I'm dead. Yep. We're more worried about myself than, myself and trying to get lined up for a torpedo shot than I was, anything else. So, I did get some damage that time. Let's see if I'm making any kind of progress. I've been sipping my coffee kind of slow. Not good. It's getting cold. I may have to do a break just to do a refresh. And ship's still in battle. I'm doing cruisers. So we're going to move on to the next cruiser while we're waiting for that one. And let's see what we got. Usually with the emeralds, I like to uh, beef up on the repair party and damage control as well as the smoke. But I'm going to go in and conserve those and conserve the money. Stay naked at this point as far as those are concerned. I am going to run the camo and some of these economic signals to try and boost up some of those points a little bit. Now, a lot of you folks watching, you know, you're probably a lot better than I am, and that's okay. I'm gonna gear my gameplay to the older crowd, uh, the less experienced crowd, newbies, people that want to watch for some good, clean fun, and watch me make an idiot out of myself from time to time, probably more often than not. Um, but that's the nature of the beast. Everybody has their own little niche. Uh, you can watch the other guys if you want. There's a whole gaggle of experienced players out there of World of Warships that you can watch to gain better strategic insight, gameplay, more experienced gameplay, all of that than what you're going to get watching me. Um, I know I follow a lot of them myself, and I've learned a lot from them. I try to put a lot of things into practice, but I will tell you, a lot of those people, they're certainly focused on. Dude, I'm gonna go over to A just to see if I can get some targets where I can focus on them myself, or maybe with a little help. You know, the experienced players, they've all got their own thing going on. They're all doing really good. The only thing I don't like is the negativity sometimes that they focus on. Not all of them, but there are some that are just all about they're better than everybody else, and they can focus a lot of their recitation on beating down. Oh, got a message from. Anyway, somebody said he was on CG 55, which, as you may have been able. Oh dear. I think I'll go up here and see what we can get for targets. Looks like there's plenty of them. CG, my Aegis name, Aegis underscore 55, I would have taken. Gotta respond to this guy. I may have to slow down just a bit so I don't get killed. Alright. Lost control of my ship here. hammered. Alright, don't try to do two things at the same time. I haven't even shot back once.
Enemy battleship detected.
Oh, that was a wasted battle. wasted. Ah.
Our team has taken the lead.
Well,
Victory is in sight.
if that's not a lesson to be learned right there, you actually meet somebody in game that's might have a connection to or something like that, and you get so excited that you focus on the chat and just let your ship die. I probably should bail out of this one. I was waiting to see if he said any more. His handle is OS_2, which OS or operations specialist. They worked in the same general area of the Combat Information Center of a ship, CIC, and usually the EWs, which I was, and the OSs. Usually the OSs and EWs work very close together. And of course, they were responsible for
Victory is in sight.
fighting and defending the ship at sea in battle. It's cool. I'm going to hang out here just because of the chat that's going on. Normally I'd bail. Of course, I only got less than 2,000 points damage. That's great. I may have to go back in with that same chip just because. Yeah, it looks like he's dead too. He was in the New Orleans.
Victory is in sight.
And he stopped typing, so I think I'm gonna bail at this point. May come back in with that ship later. I feel so I don't know. I was gonna say violated, but that's not the right word. I feel so deprived because I didn't actually get to fight that ship. My own fault. Nobody's fault but my own. In that case, oh, it's back. Maybe I'll just take it right back in and see what we can do. See if I can do a little bit better. I don't have the 200% bonus. Coffee's empty. I may take a break here and get some more coffee here in a few minutes. Today is tonight will be New Year's Eve, and my wife and I are headed over to my daughter's house. They have a really nice oversized two-car garage that we spent a lot of time insulating and putting up sheetrock and painting and getting it in really good shape. And when we have get-togethers and whatnot, that's kind of where we go. It's about 6 miles from where I live. She's my youngest, and she has a beautiful baby daughter that's just about 18 months old. My granddaughter, my third granddaughter. I've got 2 older sons. Each one of them have a daughter as well. And they run in ages from 18 months to 18 years to 21 years old. So quite a spread there. My oldest son plays games. I tried to get him and my middle son to play World of Warships. They both got an account set up, and doing a quick scan of some of these ships, see if anybody's out here that I know. But both of them, they are not really that into
Enemy battleship detected.
this type of game. They like they really like the first person shooter stuff and
Critical engine damage.
engine. Can't have that.
Enemy destroyer detected.
Problem solved, sir. Critical engine
Trying to
damage.
get a good angle on the York, but it ain't happening. And it looks like I got somebody closer with actual torpedoes. Let's see if I can shoot at him before he shoots at me. This engine problem is not a good thing. You telling me I missed him? Haha. That sucks. That really sucks. Now you see why I play co-op. Oh. Yeah, my statistics win rate, I'll show you. I've got a lot of battles in, and I've only been playing this for a couple months now, and I'll go to my profile and show you what my stats are. Look at my service record. Hey, I got 45 karma. I had that up to 47 a while ago. Somebody didn't like my gameplay. He sent me a message and added me to his friends, so I added him as well. Yeah, my karma was up to 47, so I don't know where I lost to. Might have been that. Oh shoot, I haven't checked it in a couple days, so could be almost anywhere. I got the. I think I got the new insignia. That's why that red thing shows up. I think I got something about a wolf. Cat symbol. My wife would like that. She's a cat lady. Kind of like this one that I've got, the Corinthian helmet. It looks good on my patch with my clan, and our clan is actually Tactical Support Group 4, and we are in 3 different clans. We have enough people to support 3 companies, what we call them. So we've got a clan out there called TSG4. Then we got TSG4B, which is the Spartans, which I think this helmet is appropriate. And we've got TSG4C. And we've been fielding all 3 companies in Clan Wars, which has been pretty good. Pretty good. Trying to see what that new one was. That's something to do with the wolf. Just came up yesterday, last night. I didn't look at it at the time. Raccoon. I don't remember seeing that one. Well, I don't see it right off top. There it is. Wolf symbol. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Not bad, but I'm going to stick with the Corinthian helmet right now. But by clicking on it, it made that red symbol go away. So, when we look at the summary, random battle, yeah, 44%. Not good. You can see I've had over 1,000 battles. 44% is definitely not good. Of course, I'm gaining more experience the more I play. A lot of my lower percentages, down in here, you'll see some with destroyers. Like I said, I'm not very good. Just learning battleships as well. So, not real good. And of course, we changed this to co-op battle, and I'm at 95% victory. I wish my stats looked like this in random battle, but I don't know anybody's that good in random battle. So anyway, back to port. Let's see where we're at. The last couple battles didn't really add that much, so probably not that good. Wow, we got through stage 2. Of course, that's not that hard. 500 base XP. We're gonna move into stage 3. See if we can knock this out before I take my first break. Let's see. Tier 5 cruiser, Tier 6 cruiser. Still has 21 or 200% bonus. This is a Dallas. I've got a mod in here that actually shows the win rate on these particular ships. So with the Dallas, I've got an 87% win rate, which is below my 95% normal. If we change that to random, it'll change that percentage. In Dallas, I'm actually doing 49% in random battles, which is higher than my average, but I'd really like my win rate in random to be above 50%. That's going to take a while. especially if I keep playing these co-op battles to grind. Check the modules. I'm going to leave them as is. The camouflage is preset. That's, I own that one. There is a deal right now where a lot of the permanent camos are on sale. I don't know what that is. I think it's 50%. 50% off on those for doubloons for permanent camos. So now would be a good time to buy permanent camos for some of your ships. Looking at signal flags, I'll probably do these couple economic flags. Do it. Anyway, let's go. See if I can focus a little bit more. Again, this is my first gaming stream per se. I have streamed some of our clan war battles with our tactical support group 4 clan war battles in Company B. But that's been more or less just start the stream, and I'm not doing any narration, discussion, talking, other than normal battle comms in Discord. We use Discord. All right, come on, guys. Let's see what's going on. Looks like 3 battleships, 4 cruisers, 5 cruisers. No destroyers. Of course, on bottom tier, tier 6. And I really think I'm gonna shift to HE right now and get it over with. Alright, expand the map a little bit. 3 cruisers right here in the middle. In a battleship. I think I'll stay there. No torpedoes on this particular boat. 4 gun turrets. And I also have a mod that shows up here other ships in their torpedoes with ranges. If there's a range there, they have torpedoes. So the Myoko has a 10-click torpedo. Oh, here comes the New Orleans. And the York has a 6-click torpedo. You know, Sunday drivers, they think they can just drive without looking. Just friggin' amazing. You know, it's like, I've noticed that in this game. That, you know, I spent a lot of years at sea on naval ships. And there's some rules of the road things that that you pay attention to. And number one is you look where you're going. And when you look, you know, you don't take a cruiser and cut across in front of another ship, especially like a battleship. I've seen that so many times where cruisers or even destroyers just cut across and don't even look. You know, it's crazy. And it makes collisions almost impossible to avoid. Alright, I'm losing all my help here. They're running like scared chickens. So I need to kind of pull back a little bit and regroup. Because I got about 4 of these suckers on me. Alright, I got no heals, so time to hide a little bit.
Sold, sir. Fire.
Damn, that fire's gonna cause me a problem. Seriously, guys, everybody in the middle bailed. What the heck? I'm dead as soon as that Dallas gets a bead on me. See if I can take them all. Ah!
Enemy battleship detected.
Alright.
Destroyed an enemy cruiser. Our team has taken the lead.
Fire. Problem solved, sir.
I'm gonna be dead here in a minute. He's chasing me unless I can kill him. Maybe somebody else will get a shot. Kill Stealer. Ah. Oh, that was just clearly a bad shot on my part. I deserve to die.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Well, that's a friggin' miracle. I think I'll just let them guys handle the weenie. You know, I think at the beginning I said something like, yeah, there's 3 cruisers and a battleship going right up the middle. This will be good. Something like that. And I turn around and they're all gone. Like, seriously, people? Man, these guys having a hard time with the weenie over here. There they go. Alright, that was a little better. At least I stayed alive. One of my friends told me, you know, I actually not too bad. One of my friends told me in my clan that rather than focusing on kills and damage and win rates, I should focus on how many times in battle I actually made it to the end of the battle alive. Because I am clearly dying way too often in my, I'm talking about random battles now. Just way too often. All right, what happened to my detailed report? Let's try that again. There it is. Okay, I would have thought I had done more damage to the Dallas than I actually did. Did more to the Myoko All right. Back to port. And check out my Discord here in just a minute. Streaming on Discord. And we'll see around here today. Solo grinding. People. I'm looking at my Discord screen, sorry. I forget you guys can't see that. Alright. And I want to make it so that anyone talking can actually hear me in my Discord channel if I do the press to talk, or I can hear them as well. All right. And let's do a quick check. See where we're at. Okay. Yeah, got another 650 or so to get through stage 3 of chain 1. When I hit stage 3, when I get stage 3 of chain 1 complete, I'll take a break, make another cup of coffee, do a bio break, that kind of thing. Alright, let's look for my next cruiser. Gonna be the Leander. Another torpedo boat. The Leander actually has 8K torpedoes. I haven't been really successful with the Leander in random battles. 55%, and actually that's showing pretty good, better than I thought. I think that was the first ship that I actually spent any time trying to get used to torpedoes and how to use them. Alright, this particular battle, we're going to leave it as is on the consumables. Exterior, we're running standard camo. I believe I purchased that one. Not 100% sure. Gonna run some the typical economic flags. I think I'll take this one down to 50. This one's commander. We can drop that one a little bit. Let's do all 5 of them this time. All right. Hopefully everything's working on my stream okay. I don't see any people actually viewing. I just did a post in my chat just to see if my system's working the way I expected. I've got it set up so people can actually earn wing nuts for viewing, for following, for subscribing, kind of that standard stuff that a lot of the people do. I'm not a sponsored streamer. Yeah, everybody's got torps except for the one battleship. All right, and I'm not a community contributor, so I don't get a lot of free stuff. I don't get any free stuff, as a matter of fact, to do giveaways. So if I do any giveaways at any point, if this streaming stuff is any way successful for me, then we'll start using those points to enter contests and that kind of thing. You can do the points, the wing nuts, and collect them. For now, I assure you, at some point, if things go like I hope they will, that we'll be having some giveaways with some free stuff to give away. Alright, not too much going on over here in A. I got, looks like a destroyer's in A, cap in A. Alright, destroyer down. Where's that cruiser at? We'll let that fire burn out. Man, that might be a good shot for a torpedo. And I forgot everybody's got torpedoes. My torpedoes hit anything? No. Yes. Torpedoes. Hey, that racks up some damage. Didn't get a kill though, but that's alright. I feel better. But again, tried to line up to get my own torpedo shots in. And by doing so, didn't pay attention to torpedoes coming at me. Alright, I'll exit to port, get another ship in battle. Try and hurry this process along a little bit. And we're going to do Tier 7 New Orleans. Modules. Leave the consumables as is. Camouflage, I'm using one of these bare bones one, dispersion of shells. Auto resupply enabled. Makes it a little bit easier. And economic, I'm going to leave as is. And level 11 captain, commander. Yep, what I'm gonna do when I get stage 3 of day of group 1 completed, I'm gonna go on a break, and during that break I'll probably do several things, including getting a second cup of coffee for the day, and I may actually stop the stream so that I can look at it and verify that everything's going as I expected. I don't see any alerts for frame drops. Looks like I'm running Streamlabs OBS at 30 frames per second. And I have the ability to increase that to 60 frames per second, but at this point, I'm not going to go there. I need hardware. I need probably a new motherboard with a new processor. I probably need to replace my memory with faster memory sticks. And I probably most definitely need to upgrade my graphics card. I'm going to check out my task manager and just kind of check on things. Yeah, right now my CPU is at 80 to 90%. And a good chunk of that is Streamlabs, not the game. My GPU and my memory both running around 50%, which is actually kind of surprising for me. All right, back into the game. Pay attention. What the? Where is everybody not going? Seriously, you guys? Am I alone here? No, I see why the other streamers get ticked off. This is crazy. Alright, watch for torpedoes, John.
Stations. Concentrate fire on that target.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship sighted.
Man, this reload takes too long.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Alright, let's get back into this battle. Oh, he's on the rocks. Yeah, it's got him though. Changing to AP for the New Orleans. Come on, come on, come on. 8 seconds. 6 seconds. 4. He's turning. Bingo. Good job.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
What
Our
else we
team
got?
has taken the lead.
New Orleans broadside. Nearly broadside. Ah, I got him. That was mine. I wanted
Is
that
in
one.
sight.
Alright, 3 battleships and a carrier left. And you know, look at that guy. 100% sitting in the back. He's probably away from keyboard. AFK. Alright, 2 things I'm doing here. Number 1, I'm positioning myself to make some kind of strike on these battleships. And when they're gone, I want to be out in the lead for looking for the aircraft carrier. Massachusetts B. Dead.
Victory is in sight.
soon not go up that side of that island. Trying to find the sweet spot on battleship. Probably not going to find it. That should do it if somebody else don't get him first. Yep. Figured.
Victory is in sight.
Alright, now I'm going to turn. Go look for that. Well, that was a mess.
Enemy aircraft carrier detected.
There he is.
Victory is in sight.
Neptune's beard.
Yeah, just hit a guy. He's mad at me, I guess. That's a guy that was sitting in the back, either AFK or something. He's still at 100%. I'd like to know what the heck he was doing back there.
Fighter destroyed.
And then he hollers at me for hitting him. Ah!
We destroyed an enemy aircraft carrier.
I bet that ticked him off. Alright, the daily mission's done. Chain 1. Still have chain 2 to do. That guy killed 21 aircraft. And he got more. He got more score than I did, and I killed 10 aircraft and 3 ships. Weird. Weird. Yep. And I got a little bit of bump there. That bump shouldn't have happened. Probably my fault. But. All right. I'm going to go back to port. Do a quick check. And look, this is up to 38. And now I'm in chain 2. And I'm going to take a break and work on that when I get back. And what do we got going on? All right. I'm going to go on a break. Looks like I have something to do with the administration of our clan, TSG4B. I'm actually the XO of TSG4B, and I got a new recruit that wants to have a chat with me. So I'm going to set this up to take a break. And I will be back shortly.